toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. What a treat to be here in what is called the prettiest little stadium in America, home to the Georgia Southern Eagles in Statesboro. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, squaring off with another Sun Belt foe, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Chanticleers will kick it off to get us underway. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Complete to start this drive. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's French. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gary. They stop him well short of the marker. It's fourth down from the 27. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got the first down and more. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Across the 35. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Chanticleer. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the left side. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Off play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Using his legs, it's Knox.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Looking for an open area to his left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Brown will throw it. Gets rid of it. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play.
Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Quickly to the tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's French. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. I mean, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw to them, and they'll make big plays for them.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running behind that left side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There he goes. At the 20. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Coastal.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway.
Number 97, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's French. Fires to the big fella. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Dallas. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The sure hands. It's Dallas. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gary. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got his man to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Hey, listen, I'm going to look across the board if I'm a quarterback, and I'm going to find my matchups, and I got man-to-man, and I got a corner route. I throw that thing towards the sideline, let my receiver do the rest, and he does. Goes up and catches the football while he's being guarded and contested. That's a tough catch.
Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's French. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the ground with the back. All right, guys, let's talk a little Coastal Carolina. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a step back, talk big picture Coastal Carolina. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
At the 46-yard line. Brings up 4th down.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. 1st First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home.
He's got it inside the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Slithers into space. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's French. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gary. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 48 on the field.
Right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's got some space. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
And the shot that clears are on the move. Takes a handoff. It's knocked. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Tackled there by the defense.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too. And that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Brown wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The shot that clears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, the attempt is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's French. Gets it out fast. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. And the Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. The Eagles pick up the first down. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's French. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Eagles. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
They're going to ride this running back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Snags it over the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the shot to clears are in the hurry up. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead, and this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Going right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Hit looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up 14 over Notre Dame. any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught over the middle. It's Tucker. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The shot that clears will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's his 4th interception of the game. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got him at the 15-yard line. His drive will open from the 15. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Quarterback keeps it. Breaks the tackle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.